guy miss. He picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
On fourth down, Stroud. That's going to be caught. And this is not going to be enough. He is short of the marker, and they have turned it over on downs.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. To start that drive, and a quick first down.
To say this group has started strong here in the first quarter, Mike, might be a bit of an understatement. I mean, offensively, firing on all cylinders. Defensively, suffocating the opponent. The ability to complement each other on both sides of the ball and play at such a high level, they could have a little bit more breathing room here by the end of this drive.
The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here. First and 10.
We go tonight. Turbo.
Out of the shotgun. It's Goff. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Goff to throw. He's going to try it here again. That is hard. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. 2 first downs, and they're at the 46 now. It's 1st and 10. Goff with the give to Montgomery. Inside the 20. And he's into the end zone yet again. David Montgomery. Touchdown, Lions. He has come out of the gate smoking. His 3rd touchdown, all in this opening quarter of play. Taking care of business on the ground. They run it into the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Mike, some of the hardest elements to coach for a running back is vision and patience. And in this case, you saw both of them on display, and he's able to take the long run all the way to the house for 6.
And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. So after 1, So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Now a return coming from the 14. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. From the gun, here's Stroud. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Work to do now as they come up on second and long.
It's second and 21 at the 17-yard line.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Really just been a combination of errors here on this drive. I mean, the sack on first down put him in a bad spot. Then the incompletion there trying to gain it back on second. And now they find themselves in a critical third down here, or they're facing a 3-and-out.
What can they do here? This is third and forever.
Here we go.
Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. He'll let this go deep for Diggs. And he'll be taken down, and there is a flag on the play. This is going to be a huge call.
Defense.
They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Goff to throw on first down. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. You just saw a great example of it here.
His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
He's got it inside the 5. And he'll take it on in. Sam Laporta. Touchdown, Detroit.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes, and this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
He is good. Makes the score Lions 29, Texans nothing.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Texans offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with first and 10.
Here we go, let's go. Tonight.
They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman, sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Oh, ready? Tonight.
Back to throw. Stroud. And this will be incomplete.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. Then you say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half, putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase first downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small. And oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove.
So on 4th down, on comes Tommy Townsend to punt for Houston. Deep for the Lions, Khalif Raymond. Fair catch made here. The drive will start at the 23. Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. They've opened up a big lead already, trying to put this one to bed maybe before halftime. Another drive starts here with 1st and 10.
Here we go.
On play action, Goff. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Off the play fake, here's Goff. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
Super one. Super one.
Now a handoff, the tight end in the running game. And he'll be close to a 1st down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations. The offense is trying to test the edges of the perimeter of this defense, Mike, but the defense is just too quick to the ball. Total team defense, pursuit, 11 hats to the ball carrier. It's exactly what we saw here. Keep that game to nothing.
They'll try it now with Montgomery. And he's going to have a Lions 1st down. Well, that was a tough couple of yards to pick up, but they convert on 4th. Challenge flag is out. D'Amico Ryan said. So the challenge is unsuccessful, and he's going to have to be careful here because he has just one challenge for the remainder of the game. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. Give him 14 on that one. Good for a Lions 1st down.
A gain of 14.
And his fine afternoon on the ground continues. The last run going to put him up over 100 yards for this one. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. They'll go play action with Goff. Down the field, he's got St. Brown. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
That's just such a tough throw. I mean, that's all arm, being able to get your body turned and throw back across your body. I mean, it's one thing if you're just throwing it a couple yards to a check down, but in this case, he's still willing and able to push the ball downfield, and There does come some danger when you throw back across, but in this case, it's a big completion. A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Turbo set.
A second down throw for Goff. Open man, it's Jameson Williams. It's a good pickup on second down, but there is a flag down, and this one might not stand up. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10.
What's that?
From the gun, it's Goff. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Dot.
They'll bring St. Brown in motion.
Like that.
Now, faking the give. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Here we go. What's that?
Here's Goff. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he's got another one. David Montgomery. Touchdown, Lions. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime.
And that one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Short kick taken just inside the 20. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Texans offense headed back to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look.
Wow, what's that?
On 1st down, they'll start with Mixon. He'll manage only a couple. The big lineman, Aleem McNeil, ends the play there. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back from Houston in a moment.
Oh, ready?
2nd down and 8.
Robbie. Tonight.
They will work the middle with Mixon. And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line.
That's a gain of 6.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. Open man, right side, he's got it. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield, perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
They'll break the huddle.
right.
Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Tonight.
On the ground, it's Mixon. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's it.
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. It's Aiden Hutchinson former #2 overall pick, in there to bring him
Work
down.
hot, dog.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
The defender saw this the entire way, Mike. He actually ran the route before the receiver even got to his spot. I think fortunately this one didn't end up getting picked and going the other way.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance.
Here we go.
They'll go on 4th down.
Tonight.
Here's Stroud. Again, working deep downfield. And the Lions are going to take over here at their own 22.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The Lions offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him.
We go
And your
tonight.
offensive line.
What's that?
He's had big opening after big opening and big numbers in this first half. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
We go tonight. What's that?
Back to the air, it's Goff. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. The tight end, Sam Laporta, the intended receiver. And it'll be 3rd down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Hey, tonight.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Oh, look at this. It's a fake. And that one will be incomplete. You know, that is some kind of call deep in your own territory. And that's one you're just going to have to live with.
So it's obvious during the course of the week in practice, studying the film, they thought there was an advantage they could take with their punt unit coming on the field and picking up a 4th down fake. But the execution just wasn't there. So again, you go back to the drawing board and you say, okay, am I better off having my punter attempt that pass and catch the defense off guard, or just keep my offense on the field?
On the quick, right? Tonight.
On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. To the goal line and in. Dalton Schultz. Touchdown, Texans.
And that's a bit of a gamble, but I really like the aggressive play call. Understanding here before the half, we don't want 3. We're trying to come away with 6, and he forgoes the field goal try. They take a shot in the end zone, and they come away with a touchdown.
Now Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. The kick here is good. And one more point, and that takes us to the end of the first half. And hold that thought. Let's get right back to it. We are ready for the 3rd quarter. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. This one brought in at the 16-yard line. And this turns out to be a disaster. He's down at his own 1-yard line. C.J. Stroud and the Houston offense set to get going again. They'll need to get something positive going right away here. Ball starts inside their own 1-yard line.
Here we go. Tonight.
They'll run on first down with Mixon. It'll grind out a couple of yards, give them a little bit of space out to the 3.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and
Now Mixon, and not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball.
Here we go.
Give credit to the defense. Great job.
That's caught right side, the tight end Schultz. He works free, right side. Off to the races. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 97 yards. Touchdown, Houston. A huge play there. They go in the air. We only see a few touchdowns of that length all year. They go from backed up to in the end zone for a touchdown.
It is, Mike. In this case, most teams are saying, let's just pick up a first down. At the very least, give our punter some room out of the end zone. But not this guy. He's thinking taking it to distance, and that's exactly what he was able to do.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
The Lions called their first timeout. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense and the set to go now on 1st and 10.
Set. Turbo set.
On the ground, Montgomery to start the drive. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Not much happening there, just a short game. Here's a 2nd and 9. Patrick motioning here.
Turbo set.
On 2nd down, Goff. He'll send it downfield for Laporta. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds.
I'm not sure if it's this big lead or if it's just this second half pressure getting to him, but that's just a careless throw by the quarterback. And don't let this lead fool you. Throws like that can change this game in an instant. And this defense knows they gave him one, and they let him off the hook.
And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Now it looks like Dan
Previous
Campbell
play
will
is
go
under
ahead
review.
and... So the challenge, unsuccessful, and they are out of challenges now for the remainder of the game. Right back to Williams. They connect again. To the pylon, he's in. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Detroit. Bates now for the extra point. Now, how about this? It's a fake. And this is not going to come close to fooling anyone. Hard to believe they thought that would work. It didn't, and they get nothing on the extra point. And that is their final timeout of the second half. And of note, that means they will not be able to challenge the rest of the game. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. This fielded at about the 9. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
All right.
To throw is Stroud. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
Hey, south. Tonight.
Now Stroud. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Tank Dell was the one he was looking for. 3rd down coming up.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently.
Into space. Still going. And he will dive into the end zone. 71 yards. Touchdown, Houston. Fairbairn good on the point after. And the Texans are able to cut into the deficit. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Here's Craig Reynolds to return. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. The Lions offense back onto the field for their next possession. And as we look back at some of the highlights of this one, Greg, definitely a lot to show from the passing game.
Yeah, and as good as the offense feels about their passing game, I think if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you've got a lot of learning to do because you just get burned time and time again. You'd think at some point you'd make an adjustment and make a correction. So at this point, they've given up 4 touchdown passes. You're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL giving up that production in one phase of the game. Number 1 rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job of holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back. The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
He's got room past the 25.
You know, Mike, I've seen a lot of aggressive plays over the years, but this one, it might just take the cake. I mean, to go for it in this situation, this deep in your own territory, you're making quite the statement that you are going to be aggressive all day long.
Now a deep ball toward the end zone. He was looking for Stephon Diggs there, and it'll bring up second down.
Here we go, let's go.
Throwing is Stroud. Backs to his tight end, Schultz. They get 18 on that one. First down for Houston.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. He fields it at the 8. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Lions offense ready to get back at it. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. Goff to throw. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
I like the call. Using the screen as a drive starter to pick up a chunk play and get this offense into some rhythm. It's clear this offensive play caller anticipated the rush of the defense, and he was able to use it against them.
He'll try to hit him with a screen. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Offside. Defense. Still first down.
Here's Goff. They'll look to set up the screen here. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and there wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have...
That is caught. What a throw. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Touchdown, Lions. Goff has his offense ready for this 2-point try. That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. A return coming from the 14. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Stephon Diggs and the rest of the Houston offense set to take over again. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down.
All right. Hey, uno Mars. Tonight.
On play action, Stroud. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
A loss of 7. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll go play action with Stroud. And they are all over him yet again. He'll go down once more.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot. Yeah, when you find yourself down big here in the second half, you have to maximize every possession, and that's exactly what the coach tried to do, going for it on 4th down. Give yourselves a chance to cut into this big lead, but it's the defense that came through again with a huge stop, and that's going to make their chances of coming back that much more difficult. Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly...
That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Derek Stingley. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
All right. Tonight.
To throw, it's Stroud. He runs with it. And they'll get him down up around the 15-yard line. Stroud to throw here on 1st down. He'll look deep here for... His offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
There's not a position on the field, Mike, let alone any sport, where the mental side doesn't come in and impact how well you perform. And in this case, when you've thrown 4 interceptions in one game, I think we can all safely assume some of those mental issues have seeped into his game. And if he can't get settled down, he's playing right into the hands of this defense.
The visitors' offense.
Here we go.
And their running back set to go once more. They'll have a short field in front of them as they try to extend this lead out further. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
What? Is that?
Throwing on 2nd down, Goff. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play. Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long.
Here we go. Tonight.
They'll go for it. Here's Goff. He'll let this one go long for Williams. Woo. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Why Tony? Tony. Tonight.
On 1st down, it's Stroud. Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away and go down, and it's an incompletion.
I'm not sure there's any position on defense that's undergone as much of an evolution as the linebacker position. In the old days, they were the physical tone setters. They were the tacklers. But now, it's their ability to hold up in coverage, like you saw there, that allows you to keep those guys on the field for all 3 downs. Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. Pick. $11 yards on that one. It's good for a Texans first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
South.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Trying the right side, taken in by Collins. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
Here's 2nd and 6.
90 Texans.
It's now 2nd and 6.
From the gun, here's Stroud. That'll be taken in by Mixon. And they are all over that on defense. Good surge, drops him back. Let's put him at the 9-yard line.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot based on what the receivers do off the line.
And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And this is not going to be enough. He is short of the marker. And they have turned it over on down. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Goff. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
They probably would have been better off just handing the ball off to the running back, Mike, because when they used him as a decoy, nobody fell for it. By the time he finished his fake and got his head around, the defense was all over him.
And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while, it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
He was looking for Jahmyr Gibbs out of the backfield. And it's going to be 4th down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Going to leave the offense out there for 4th and long. Now, deep shot for Amon-Ra. He's got it. A beautiful play and a big chunk play as well. Right to midfield.
Some teams just have a stronger appetite for being willing to go for 4th down tries, even on their side of the field, Mike, and we're seeing it so much more often. The days of just punting the ball back and forth and saying, hey, we're going to play good defense. Remember, the better your defense, that doesn't mean you should punt. The better your defense, the more chances you should take on offense.
Hook him up on a 2nd down and 8. Goff gonna get this out to St. Brown. He's to the 15. He is in. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Touchdown, Detroit. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. So add another touchdown and touchdown pass for that matter. He has thrown 6 already in this one. Amazing stuff. Now it's a fake. They'll flip it to the kicker. And this is going to be caught in the end zone. Of all the unlikely plays to see, it winds up being good for 2 points. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Here's Pierce for the return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. Texans offense ready to see what they can do. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down.
All right.
They'll run for the first time with their fullback. And they'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line. They'll send a tight end in motion. Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
A loss of 9 on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Alert the hot.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long.
Hey, uno.
A tight end in motion now. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Third and long. Now, Stroud. He'll let this go deep for Diggs. That is incomplete. And here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
They'll go. It's Stroud. He's going to dial up another deep ball. And that is incomplete. The defense very happy to see that play call. The decision to go for the 4th and long will end up in a turnover on downs. So Jared Goff and the Lions offense getting set for this next drive. And this defense... about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. And he is planted in the backfield. Defenders crashing through, blow up that play behind the line.
Here we go. Turbo.
A second down throw for Goff. That is caught at the 3. And he'll take it on in. Jameson Williams. Touchdown. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Here's Bates for the extra point. He's got it. And the Lions stretch things out even further.
Lions 64, Texans 28.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Here's Pierce for the return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The home team's offense and Stephon Diggs heading back out on the field. They'll start out first down and 10.
Here we go.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion.
Tonight.
On the handoff, it's Mixon. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
A loss of a yard brings up second
Whoa,
and 11 at the 23-yard line.
An inside give here to the fullback on the dive. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it third.
Here we go. Let's go. Buggy.
They'll send a tight end in motion.
Tonight.
On third down, here's a run by Mixon. And he goes forward. Good gain on that one. Pickup of 8 out to the 33-yard line.
An 8-yard gain. It's fourth down.
The offense is out there. 4th and inches.
Oh, ready? 19 Texas. Tonight.
Here's Stroud. He'll push this one downfield, looking for Schultz. And the Lions are going to get the football here at their own 38-yard line.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
The visitors' offense and Jared Goff set to go to work once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long.
What's that?
On the ground, it's the tight end. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
Brings up second and 9 at the 38.
Go tonight.
Here now, a toss to Montgomery. Oh, no. That is not going to work out at all. That will be a safety. File that under head scratcher. Really hard to understand what was going on there. But we do know what's going on the board. 2 points for the defense.
At some point, Mike, you just have to figure out, when is the party over? I mean, just go down, live to play another snap. But in this case, he just kept going
Free
back
kick out of
and back
bounds.
and back.
Kicking team.
And as you said, the defense now gets to come off the field, scoring 2 points.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Tonight.
Here we go. One final play. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. this one comes to an end. So a win for the visitors, the Lions. They got out of the gates hot, ran out to the big first quarter lead, and did not look back as they